Okay, so today we're making apple cheddar scones with jalapeno. The jalapeno brightens up an already delicious apple cheddar scone, and they're super easy to make. They come together in one bowl in about 10 minutes, and then they bake for 15. So this means you have warm scones in under 30 minutes, and they'll disappear quickly even before they cool. Hi, I'm Nicole, and welcome to my kitchen. Every week, I share simple and delicious recipes you will love. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss your next favorite recipe. So let's get started. The first thing that we need to do is preheat the oven to 425. And while the oven is preheating, we'll mix together our dry ingredients. So for our dry ingredients, we use 2 cups of all-purpose flour, quarter cup of granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt. I'm using kosher salt, and a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon. The cinnamon really complements the apples. And whisk this together so all these ingredients are incorporated. Okay, this looks great. So I'm going to set this to the side and prep the mix-ins, because once we get the liquids into the dry ingredients, it comes together really fast, and we'll want to get them on the baking sheet and in the oven. So I have a Granny Smith apple, and we only need a half of a cup. So I'm probably only going to be using about half of this because it's a pretty big apple. So this is I'm just using a paring knife to peel. You can use a peeler, whatever you're comfortable with. I like to peel apples with a paring knife because this is the way my grandma did it, and this is the way my mom does it, and therefore I peel apples with paring knife also. But you can definitely use whatever you're comfortable with. And just gonna for this, since we don't need too much, I'm not going to actually core the apple. I just cut it off on the sides. And we want, for this recipe, we want small dices, because then you get these little pockets of really sweet tart apples with the cheddar and the jalapeno, and it all has, the flavors come together really well. I think that is a half a cup, so that's good for the apple. And then we will dice up this jalapeno, and we're taking out we're going to take out the seeds and the ribs on the inside, because we don't want these spicy. I guess that would be up to you. I do not like this very spicy. The jalapeno just kind of brightens it, like I said earlier, it brightens it up. It gives it a special flavor that you weren't expecting in a scone. Kind of chopping these up pretty small. Okay, so we have those. We have our mix-ins prepped. The next thing that we're going to do, I have 1 stick of really cold butter that's already cubed, and we're going to put this in with the dry ingredients. And I'm using a pastry cutter to incorporate the butter into the dry ingredients. You can also use your fingers you don't need any fancy tools for this dish, but this is my preferred tool, the pastry blender. And then we'll work this into the dough until the crumbs are pea-sized. Using cold butter and working it into the dough like this ensures that we're going to have a flaky scone. And we want our scones flaky, not our friends. So this just takes a minute. It's a little bit of a workout. Okay, this is looking really good. And that butter smells so good when you're working it into the dry ingredients. Next, I have 1 large egg beaten in this cute little owl cup that I really love. And I have 1/3 of a cup of cold, heavy cream. And we just need to put these together and just give this a quick whisk. And we're going to add this into the dry ingredients and the butter. We are almost done. Very easy recipe. And more importantly, very delicious recipe. These are really fun to make up. Like if you have a brunch to go to or just want something special for breakfast. And I'm going to switch from this to a wooden spoon. This wooden spoon that I'm using that has a heart in the middle, this is my baking wooden spoon. It is not to touch garlic and onions. Okay. Oh, this is looking great. It shouldn't be really the dough should not be super wet. If it is, you'll need to add a little bit of flour. This is perfect. It's still a little dry, but it's coming together. Let me just grab some to show you. If you press on it, has a really nice texture. These are going to be great. Okay, the next thing to do is add in the add-ins. So let's do the cheese first. This is 1/2 cup of grated sharp white cheddar. You can use any cheddar that you like. Completely up to you. And then we have 1/2 cup of diced Granny Smith apples, which are nice and tart and are a nice contrast to that sharp cheddar. I'll put these in. Ooh. I don't want to break anything. And then last but not least, the jalapeno, diced jalapeno. And that green really gives these a nice color as well. Okay, these are ready. I have a baking sheet covered in parchment. And that's what we're going to bake these on. This makes about 8 scones. I'm using this scoop. This is a pretty You can find these in the even in the grocery stores. I use this scoop for everything from muffins. It's like the perfect size for muffins and cupcakes. So you can also, if you don't have one, you just use a spoon. And we're going to form these into just a ball. I've got a little tiny bit left, so it looks like if I have a one that's a little smaller, I'll put that there. Okay, these are ready. These are ready for the oven, and they bake at 425 for 12 to 15 minutes. You'll want to check on them, and they're done when they're golden brown on the top. And these are going in now. My kitchen smells amazing. You can smell the really rich butter dough of the scones, and you can also smell the jalapeno and the cheddar. So we need to try one. Let's see. I'm going to try this one, and you can see that they're perfectly golden, and they are tender and flaky. And this is such a fun flavor pairing. These are so good. I got a really good bite with apples and jalapeno, and this is just a really special treat. And that's how easy it is to make apple cheddar scones with jalapeno. If you enjoyed this recipe, give it a thumbs up and let me know what your favorite thing to bake in the comments. See you next time.